The Arizona Department of Health Services now is providing a little more data on the coronavirus. They're now breaking down those cases by race and ethnicity and even by zip codes.
Yeah, a lot of people had been curious about all that information. Our Emma Lockhart spoke with a health expert who shared his takeaways from the new data. Hey, Emma.
Well, former state health director Will Humble says this information is much needed. He says the biggest takeaway from the data released is that people have coronavirus really everywhere, but there are some groups that are being disproportionately impacted by the disease.
New data on coronavirus is diving deeper into who the disease is impacting and narrowing down on where.
Everyone's been part of this response, and now everyone's going to have access to the data in their community.
The Arizona Department of Health Services released a new tool on their website, now breaking down cases by zip code.
But now you're able to drill down within a county.
Former state health director Will Humble says the data is telling. He didn't see any hot spots or cool spots, meaning the disease is widespread in Maricopa County.
When you actually start clicking on those zip codes one by one, what you find out is that most zip codes have between, say, 20 and 30 cases, really all throughout the metro area. You know, there's cases at least 10 or more cases per zip code.
ADHS also released cases based on race and ethnicity. Humble says it sheds light on the health disparities with coronavirus.
Native Americans are at a higher risk of hospitalization and actually passing away as a result of the virus.
Native Americans make up 5% of the state's population, yet they account for 16% of Arizona's COVID-19 deaths.
We have a higher level and a higher preponderance of pre-existing medical conditions among Native Americans, which is leading to a situation in which they're at higher risk for some of the complications.
Yet nearly half the cases are unknown. Humble says not all doctors and hospitals collect that information. Still, the data released today is a step in the right direction. Humble says it's creating transparency in the community that could help slow the spread.
Trust is really important during a pandemic because, you know, as public health officials, folks are asking people to do some pretty dramatic things. And one of the ways to get good compliance with those recommendations is when there's a high level of trust.
And the state also breaks down coronavirus deaths and cases by age and gender. And if you would like to look at the cases in your neighborhood, you can download our AZ Family app or go to azfamily.com. Reporting live in Phoenix, Emma Lockhart for Arizona's Family.